Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Bears. With kickoff. Let's check in with the two men we'll be calling. So we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
No question at all about his talent, and that's been on display since his first game as a starter at Florida State. On a Monday night, the whole country watching, he only missed 2 passes in the entire game and led his team to a big victory and later a national championship as a freshman.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now Jameis on second down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And Jenkins is a guy in this offense that I know you like to talk about.
Absolutely love to talk about Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His ability to play in any position, whether it's as a wide receiver or as an inline tight end, his versatility, some of the best in the league.
You even gave him the full name there.
Austin Seferian-Jenkins. He is the real deal.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. On third down, Winston surveying the field. All kinds of time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that brings up 4th down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
That's taken at around the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Forget the measurables. His temperament, which is so even-keeled, often masks a burning desire to win and perform. This guy takes it seriously when he lines up to play, and usually he puts on a nice performance.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. And here's a look at the starting offense. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Langford again. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Joe McCoy's one of the top defensive tackles in the league. Always a threat to go to the Pro Bowl, especially because of his pass rushing ability.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Langford. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears, in today's game, we've got two teams who come in with opposite records on the season. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Bears. So with that, let's get you out to the stadium. Standing by tonight are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Following the interception, Winston. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So 2nd and 10 here. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Defensively, the starters for Chicago, and they feel like they've got a big-time disruptor in Leonard Floyd from Georgia.
And when the draft process began, there was a mixed bag of opinions about Leonard Floyd. But as time went on and he tested and people saw him work out and they saw the sheer athleticism, people realized they'd better move fast to get him, and the Bears did, moving up in the first round to number 9 to pluck him.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. I think they have to be happy with the result.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Winston from the gun on third down. And incomplete here on third down. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And fourth down coming up.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And with this offense, one guy to key in on defensively is Kevin White.
Had to battle injuries at the start of his career, but boy, he's ready to fulfill his promise. An absolute beast downfield.
Second down, 8. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. To throw is Cousins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Fresh set of downs here. Cousins on first down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Detroit. Hurry up, here we go.
Back to the ground, this time Langford. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Now let's go.
3rd and long for Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. First out, here's the run with Martin. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
It's a gain of 21 that time, and the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. On second down, Winston again. That is caught at the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Here we go.
The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Cousins now on 2nd down. He completes it right side to White. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Going left side, it's complete. 18 yards there and a 1st down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 15 more, and it's another 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
The lone setback is Langford. He's going to get the football. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. They come out here in the eye. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay 1st down. First down, Winston. And Winston lost the football. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down. Second down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. counter. Langford. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Second down following the run. And the D looking like they may blitz. Second down, Cousins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Murray's kick is up and good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a second down throw for Winston. Looking left side, and it's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Winston on 3rd and 2. It finds Crabtree for the completion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Martin. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Tony Jefferson coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now,
that's caught at the 25. That one goes for 38 yards. And that leads to a Chicago 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run here with Langford. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Cousins now on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And Murray's kick is up and good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So all 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
And all these field goals are great, but it's touchdowns that win games for you in the NFL. So you just wonder if settling for 3 on some of these drives is going to come back to haunt them.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
A handoff to start the drive to Mason. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Winston now to throw on first, and he fires one that's, there he goes, right side. Picked off by Kyle Fuller, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. So the D-line's going to spread out. Jameis to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Finding time. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Let's go now.
They'll throw again. Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. One receiver to the left is Evans. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
Cousins on 1st down. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Another pistol look here.
Green 39. Green. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a handoff. It's Langford. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. And the play clock's running down. To throw is Cousins. He hits White, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
This is Langford. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Handoff, Jeremy Langford. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Cousins now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Here's Murray for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now with nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Second down, Winston. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. A second down throw for Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Akeem Hicks In there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now Jameis on second down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. You know, you and I talk a lot about the incredible receivers in the NFL. Catches like that, they validate our point.
Each and every time. That's why teams are looking for defensive backs to get bigger and faster to try and combat these guys catching the football. But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. On second down, Winston again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.